everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a charm update video. So as you can see, I have a lot of charms to show you, so I'm just going to get straight into it, otherwise this is going to be way too long. So first I'm going to start by showing you all of the cupcakes that I've made, because as you saw from the last clip there are quite a few of them in this charm update. So the first design I wanted to show you is this one, and I'm so in love with this one. These are poppy seed and lemon cupcakes, and I think they're just so cute. I love how they turned out. I've never actually had a poppy seed and lemon cupcake before. Actually, it was probably muffins rather than cupcakes. But I know my mum used to have some in front of me when I was little, and it just popped into my head, so I came up with this design, and I really love it. I think it's really quirky and cute. So basically there's a yellow base, my usual cute little face with blush, and then for the poppy seeds I just used micro marbles that I have, and I use exactly the same technique as I do for my chocolate chip pieces. So I just mixed in the micro marbles, and then if I thought there needed to be one, I added a couple on the surface as well, just to break up the ones that are like underneath and stuff. So it's exactly the same technique. I do have a tutorial on a chocolate chip cupcake which you can click on the screen to see, or it'll be in the description box for you if you want to see that. And then on top there is white icing with two little, well I suppose it's one lemon cane slice, but it's cut into two. I'm really happy with these. I think they're really cute, and I am planning to sell these two on Kawaii Studios, hopefully in the next couple of days once this video goes up. But please follow my Kawaii Studios Instagram account, and there you will find all the information and all updates and stuff on my shop restock. So yeah, very happy with these two. So the next three cupcakes were complete experiments, and I was basically experimenting with this kind of frosting or icing, whatever you want to call it. Basically I was doing a project for, actually I have no idea what it was meant to be, cannot remember, but it was basically all these pearls and pinks and stuff, and it completely failed, so I smushed all the clay together. But I thought it was so pretty I didn't want to waste it, so I just put it in cupcake bases, and they just became like cupcakes. I knew like the base was just already a bit weird, so I could have a good old experiment with them, and I've been wanting to try doing this icing again because I used to do it but I found a way easier way of doing it. So that's basically what I did, and this one's face fell off, so please excuse it. But here is these two, and they are basically iced with that like whipped cream icing and then a strawberry drizzle, and actually I really like the way they came out. So it's just like swirl bases with swirl icing, and I think this one might go on my Etsy, I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's just an experiment, and then I sort of did the same with this one, completely forgetting the base was pink and not red. I don't really know what I was doing. But it just looks like this, like I said, same base, and then it's got the whipped cream and red micro marbles. Honestly, I think it's because of the strawberries, and I just completely forgot. And then I also forgot that my micro marbles bleed everywhere, so it just looks awful. So I put pink icing inside with strawberry cane slices and micro marbles, and then I put micro marbles all the way around this side. But literally this clay was so soft that even the micro marbles are bleeding into it. So this is obviously one for my collection. It is quite cute, but it's quite ugly and doesn't match, but I you know, whatever. It's all about experimenting, guys, and I sort of knew that they weren't really going to turn out great, so yeah, that's the last one of the experimental ones. And then here's one that is quite old, and I cannot really remember if I've shown it in the video. I don't think I have, but this is one I made for Valentine's Day this year, so February 14th. Well, I didn't make it specifically for it, but that was kind of the theme. So it has pearl micro marbles on top, which is so pretty, and then it has a cane slice, which is kind of like a gradient heart kind of thing, and I think it's really cute. And it's basically got this shy face because he's trying to tell you he loves you. He loves you. And this went down really well on my Instagram because, well, I'm not really sure why. I think he's cute, but I did some really amazing photos and I'm really happy with how they came out. So I'll show those on the screen right now, but they are so cute and I really love it. I tried to basically mimic these sprinkles with real sprinkles. That's what I shot these on top of. So I'm very happy, and this one's from my collection, but I think I sold one or two of these around February time. So I'm very happy with that one, and I think it's just so cute. Then more pink cupcakes. I have these ones. These aren't particularly new. It's not a new design, but I haven't made this design in ages, so I thought I'd just show it. So this is basically just like a chocolate drizzle and strawberry design. I love it. It's one of my favourite designs I've ever done. I can't remember the first time I did this, quite a while ago, but I haven't done it in ages, so I thought I'd show it, as I said. And it basically just has like white icing with chocolate drizzle and then pieces of strawberry on top, so that's just strawberry canes. And I love the way they look. I think they're so cute. From the top, the front is not so great for these ones, but like I said, I thought I'd show these ones anyway, so I have two of those. So this is the last pink cute cupcake I have to show you, and this does look like a normal cupcake, but actually it is colour changing. So this is a UV colour changing cupcake. I made this quite a while ago, and if you follow me on my xoxRufus account, Instagram account, you will have seen like work in progress and sneak peeks of this. So if you don't follow me there, then you can see like behind the scenes of this charm if you go look at that feed. Basically the icing changes in UV, so that's sunlight or a UV lamp of any sort, that kind of thing. But I really want to refine this design because it doesn't really change drastically in like daylight or sunlight. Not that England has any sunlight, sadly, but it doesn't really change enough for my liking. It changes drastically with UV lamp, but obviously like I want to sell these, and if someone buys it, no one's just going to have a UV lamp sitting around, or most people won't. So I really want to make sure that it actually changes when they just go outside or something like that. So yeah, it takes a while to change, and it only changes to like a dark pink. But I have a UV torch here so I can show you like the darkest colour that it gets to, which is very dark. So let me just show you what that looks like. So woohoo, that's what that looks like. It's a purple colour, and as you can see, like this is the shadow of the eye pin where obviously the UV didn't hit, and then obviously here where you can see like this ombre is where the light didn't hit properly. So if I show you properly, that is as dark as it gets, and it is a gorgeous purple colour, which I actually quite like it. I prefer it just like a pink colour, but as I said, I'm still trying to refine this, and I'm hoping to have these on my shop at some point, but it's just obviously hard to find the time to do any of this stuff, sadly. So the next cupcake was also just something I could not wait to do, and I have had the idea for so long, and it is a holographic cupcake, which if you know me, I absolutely love holographic things. I literally have so many holographic, like I have a holographic bag, more holographic bags, a holographic raincoat. Like honestly, I love holographic things, so I'm so happy with this. I have sold a couple of these, I think, and the only problem with making holographic things now that I've learnt is that they are impossible to photograph and properly see, because like the human eye just sees a lot more colours, and obviously holographic is like a bunch of rainbow colours, and it just doesn't show up very well. So you can see it's sparkly and glittery and stuff, but you just really can't get like the full effect. So I'm just going to quickly turn my phone light on to give you like a bit more of an effect. So there you see, like you can see a lot of the different colours. Best to do it in sunlight, but there is no sunlight in the UK, as I mentioned earlier, so sadly I can't really show it properly. But yeah, it's one of those things that you're just going to see it better with the human eye than you are on screen or anything like that. But I just love the way these came out. So yeah, I'm very happy with these. And I also made this one. Oh, I also made this one, which was meant to be like an ombre design, but I haven't gotten around to finishing this one, but I thought I'd show it anyway. So it's basically just like the same icing, but it was going to have like the base properly holographic, and then it would fade up. So it's sort of there, but obviously I just need to neaten it up and stuff. But as I said, no time to do so, but I still wanted to show it. And yeah, I love holographic things, guys. It makes me so happy. So this next cupcake is not a new design, but it is a different colour. So I said in my last charm update that I was going to do my silver firework cupcake in gold, and as you can see, that's what I did. So I was going to use the gold version of the clay that I used for the previous cupcake, but it's just, I really don't like it. It's got like gold and silver glitter in it, and it just wasn't working, and I don't like it. So I basically just used gold with a tiny bit of glitter in it, I think I did. Yeah, I just put some random glitter in just gold. I think it's probably Primo Sculpey accents gold, and that's just what I used, and I think it's quite cute. So then I used the same glitter but in gold as I did on the last one, and then also the rocket is still all made out of clay. That tiny little face is all made out of clay. And yeah, so this is kind of like not new, but I thought I'd show you the gold version anyway because it's just so cute, and it's one of my favourite designs I've done, and I just think it's just so cute, and the tiny little rocket makes me very happy. So yeah, that's just the gold version. Then I'm showing you this one just because it makes me really laugh. Basically, I got some bigger micro marbles to try and use as eyes for my charms, but they're just a bit too big for my cupcakes. But this was the first experiment, and I just think it is so derpy. It makes me laugh so much. So I basically, obviously I made this at exactly the same time as I made the last one, so it's kind of got the same design minus the rocket, but this face is so funny. The eyes are just a little bit too big for my liking, and they don't quite work. Personally, I don't think it works, but I just wanted to show you because it makes me laugh so much. So this next one was also kind of a fail, and it looks like this. So basically I was trying to make a coffee cupcake, but I smudged the icing. I don't even remember which one of these was actually the smudge. I have no idea. But the thought behind this was kind of like make it a messy cupcake and put him in a scene where there'd be like a spoon or something with icing on it and it looked like he'd iced himself, but then I realised that that sounds really wrong and weird, so I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to show you in the spirit of, you know, trying to get better and trying to turn failures into something new, because I think he is actually really cute and he's going to go into my collection, but it just, it doesn't really make any sense. But hey, if you fail, try and turn it into something new, and if not, just keep it, because look how cute that face is. How could you throw him out? So yeah, I just wanted to show you for the fun of it, because it's another dorky looking one. So the next things I'm going to show you are macarons. Now, I haven't made macarons in a very, very long time. I never really got properly into it, but I recently made these two and it's just started me on a macaron obsession. So basically these, if you follow my Kawaii Studios or xoxRufus Instagram accounts, you've seen the proper photos of these and you've seen a bunch of work in progress photos and videos of me making sprinkles. I have a video of me placing all these sprinkles as well, so go check that out if you want to see like behind the scenes. But the story behind these is I've kind of come up with a new way of working, of being creative, of getting ideas, motivation, you know, inspiration, whatever you want to call it. And it's basically just, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just making things that make me happy. And that's not necessarily like an idea that came from me. So basically I just really took the time, when I had the time, to properly just search Instagram for things that make me happy, or things that were on my explore page that Instagram had obviously suggested for me. It just really helped, because when I don't have time to craft a lot anymore because of work, so when I do, I don't want to have to, you know, I don't want to be making cupcakes over and over again. I love cupcakes and I love doing all the different variations, which is great, but I just wanted to do something that challenged me and was a bit different. And so basically I just have this new way of working that I just always search through Instagram now for things that make me happy, tags that I like, hashtags that I like, just going through the explore page and finding things, or really taking notice of what the people I follow are making, drawing, whatever it is. And I really just, I'm trying to make things from those. So basically this was something that I think probably popped up on my explore page, because obviously, because I do fake food, Instagram always recommends baking and like actual food accounts for me. But basically I was obviously looking through Instagram and I came across this photo, and literally I immediately knew I had to make it. Like this was like the first project in this new like creative way of thinking. And once I saw this, I was like, damn, I love this photo. I love it so much. I have to do it. So basically I tried to recreate it like a replica. Like I wanted to make it as the same as I possibly could, and a bunch of you on Instagram said you didn't even notice the difference, so yay. But there is a difference, because I handmade all of these sprinkles, so there is obviously a difference. But I tried my best, like even this purple one in the corner, I really did try my best. This one sadly moved, this orange one, but I'm really so proud of this, and it came out great, and he saw it and he loved it. And it's just a really great way of thinking and working, because when he shares it, I get followers. When I share it, he gets followers and likes. He has, you know, a smile on his face. I've made something that I love, and then I'm more, you know, inspired to make more. So obviously, because I've made these, I've made other macarons. So it's just one of those things where I'm really enjoying it, and I've got loads lined up, and I want to make more replicas and more things from people that inspire me and make me smile. So yeah. So sorry about the random like inspirational speech halfway through this video, but it's just a really lovely way of working, and I think it's really beneficial for everyone and gets me feeling really good and creative. And yeah, so if just go and find something creative on like Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, anywhere that has a community of things that you like. Right, so I'm just going to stop rambling now, because I've obviously rambled and made this video even longer than it needs to be. But yeah, so I made this one also just because in case this one failed, so I have like a more subtle version, and then obviously the kawaii sprinkle-tastic version as well, and I just love these. And yeah, I'm very happy with these, and they spurred me onto making more, as I said. So I made quite a few more actually, and I did some mini ones as well. So this is basically a mix of being inspired by that creation and then inspired to do more experiments with that whipped cream style. So it's just a combination of everything that I've sort of been making recently, and I love the way these look. So I tried to make this drizzle as like realistic as possible, which sounds really silly, but it's one of those things where when you place something purposefully, you're like, oh, that doesn't look casual, does it? So I did try my best, and I actually really like the way it came out, but it was sort of like not all of these lines are properly connected or go to the other side. So it's, yeah, I really like these ones. I think they're so cute. And then obviously there is whipped cream on the inside, and I'm still learning with the whipped cream. It's not the best. It could be better, but I think these came out pretty good. The scaling on these, however, isn't right. Like, the whipped cream should be like twice the size, but hey, it's kawaii, it's not meant to look completely realistic. So yeah, I love these. And then I made basically like a miniature version of it, which is so cute. And again, the icing is not consistent, but hey, and it just has like exactly the same design on it, so I'm very happy with those ones. The whipped cream on this one's probably like the right scale as well, so that's good. But before, I actually made these after these ones, which is why the icing's probably a little bit worse on these ones. So these are chocolate strawberry macarons, and they basically have pink icing and then strawberries, but in slightly different ways. So this one is a heart shape, and this actually doesn't look any different from this, but this is pink icing and that's white icing. But they look like this. So this has pink icing on the inside, but it's like a dark pink red kind of icing, chocolate shell, and then this has pink icing with tiny bits of strawberries, and then this is slightly different with white icing, tiny bits of strawberries, but the same cream on the inside, which again is a little bit messy, but I'm still learning and I will get there. And then this one has a slightly lighter colour icing, and the strawberry pieces are actually inside in the icing, and then it's just got like chocolate drizzle over the top. So this one's kind of more subtle, but I really love these, and I'm kind of addicted to making macarons. And I'm got so many, like I just said, because I've been trawling through Instagram trying to find inspiration, I've got so many like macarons and cupcakes and donuts and stuff that I really want to recreate. So you'll probably be seeing more macarons at some point, but yeah, I'm really enjoying making these, and I'm gonna try my best to continue using this whipped cream style to see if I can get any better. So this new way of thinking and getting ideas and being creative actually led to another, well, this isn't really a replication, this is fan art, but I made blobfish. So if you don't know what a blobfish is, it's basically like a deep sea fish that when it's taken from like the high pressure of the deep sea turns into like a fleshy blobby thing. It was kind of like, it became meme when it was found, and it's kind of one of those ugly cute things, kind of like pugs. It's got that ugly cute. If you don't know what it looks like, please Google it. But basically an amazing plush maker that I follow, who I'm going to butcher the username, like it's Saozon Plush. I followed them for ages, and they made these literally adorable blobfish keychains, and basically this is completely her idea, her design. So I just saw these and I was like, oh, they'd make such cute charms and they'd be pretty easy to make, so that's what I decided to do. So this is what they look like. That's actually the second one I made. This is the first one I made, and I just think they are so cute, and honestly they just make me so happy. They make me laugh so much, which again, it's just one of those things that I never would have, because it's obviously it's not my design, but I never would have made this, and actually they've made me so happy. Like, they make me laugh so much. Just look how ugly they are. Literally makes me so happy. So this is Steve. No, this is Steve. This is Bob. And then this is Bob's girlfriend, Betty. Like, it literally makes me laugh so much. So yeah, these just make me laugh. I'm so happy I made them. I'm not doing a tutorial on these, but I do have like the whole process of me making one of these charms on my Instagram account, xoxRufus, so you can see how I made these, and there are also some behind the scenes work in progress photos of these as well on there. So yep, these just make me giggle and they're cute, and look up blobfish if you've never seen one before. And then I also made this, which I suppose I hadn't really come up with this way of, new way of working yet, but this was actually not inspired by, because that doesn't sound quite right, but this is a tribute to the late Carrie Fisher, who died, I suppose, quite recently, you could say. If you don't know me personally, or even if you don't follow me online, I am a massive, massive Star Wars fan, and Leia is one of my favourite characters of all time. So when Carrie Fisher tragically passed away, I wanted to do a tribute of some sort. I have a tutorial on this as well, which is the last video I uploaded, so you can click on the screen and the description box to see that. But it's just a really cute little chibi head, and I actually used the beads I showed you from that cupcake, and they actually work on here because obviously it's a bit bigger and it doesn't look quite so dorky. But yeah, I really love the way this turned out, and as I said, you can go check out the tutorial that I posted, which is on the screen right now. So the last two things I'm going to show you are two wing necklaces, and no, these are still not in my shop. They are still being discontinued. I am trying my best to get them back, I promise. But I just had to make these. I've had the idea for ages. It's kind of where the holographic thing came from, because I wanted to make these wings. So I couldn't help myself and I just made them, and I think they are gorgeous. So this one is actually domed glazed with UV resin, so it is super shiny. And then this one is just glazed with normal glaze, so you can sort of see that it's not quite as shiny. They are just so gorgeous, and let me turn my phone light on as well just so you can see it a bit more. So they are just so stunning, and I cannot wait to finally have my wings back and actually sell these, but because you guys seem really excited when I put them on Instagram. But this one has a curb chain, and this one has a cable chain. And yeah, I just think they're so magical looking. So yeah, that's the last thing I'm showing you today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video has actually turned out to be quite big and quite long, so I'm sorry about that. But I really wanted to explain to you guys like about these charms and the way I'm sort of thinking and getting creative. But yeah, let me know what your favourite thing that I made in this video is down below in the comments. And also leave me like a bunch of emojis if you got to the end of this video, because I'd love to see some emojis. Yeah. I haven't filmed a video in a very long time. I'm sorry I'm a bit rusty and this is very long. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. And also if you want to subscribe, there's a button down there as well if you want to see more from me. I promise I do have more videos coming. But in the meantime, if you want to check out the last video that I uploaded, which is my Lair tutorial, then that is on the screen right now for you to do so. I also have all of the links to my social media for my shop and my personal account, and also this YouTube account, all in the description box down below, so you can keep up to date with me and my work. And I will also obviously leave all of the links that I said I would in the description box down below if you want more information. And there's also an FAQ. Right, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye guys!